Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are actually starting a series for the spring. It's going to be a bit of a stretched out series just because it is going to take a couple months to get done, but I did want to go ahead and divide it up into parts just because it was such a long series. So this series is for my spring collection. I officially got accepted into my first market this weekend, so it is in April. I may also have one in March, but I'm going to wait until it gets a little closer to see if it's going to be a warm March, because I have a feeling it's not going to be. So April's probably going to be my first chance to actually get out there and do some outdoor markets. But I did get accepted into my first one. So now I need to start working on my collection. It is the end of January. You guys might be like, this is a little far out to start working on that. Typically, yes, but for me, no, because I do work a full-time job and I do have to create an entirely new build your own board for the spring/summer. I think I'm going to make them into one because they'll both be able to like work with each other. So I'm actually going to use my really big board for this, I think. It does hold quite a few more nails. And then we'll just kind of go from there. I do have two other boards. I have a small seasonal board, and then I have another board as well as backup. So let me get that board and show you guys. And then I'll break down the ideas of like what I have for the spring, which isn't very many at the moment. That's kind of what this video is about. But let me grab that board. Okay, so I'm going to do a size comparison for you guys. So this is my regular holiday board. I don't remember how many I can fit on this, I'm going to be honest with you, but it is double-sided, all the way from 0. I think there's 15 sizes on this, which will be different because I am switching to, I'm in the middle of switching to a brand that only has 11 sizes. So this will be laid out a little bit differently. This one is really easy to carry around. It's really secure. It closes. There's no chance of nails getting knocked off of these. So honestly, I really love these. And I think I will continue to use them for some things. I may have like a seasonal build your own board and then like a regular one, which I may put on this. We'll see. This baby is my huge build your own board. This thing takes up a huge portion of the table when I go to markets. It is actually gigantic. So for this, I think this may be what I use for my summer board. I haven't decided yet, honestly, because this thing is huge. It's heavy. And it's kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie to you. So I may actually print out something that has like all the prices on it instead and use this. But I haven't decided yet. Because here's my thought process too. That board is so huge. And it's kind of a pain to display. And I think people get overwhelmed with it. So unless I have a super huge market, I may not use that one. But this one is compact. And just to remember, this does have like 15 sizes on it or something. I will have less, so I will be able to double up on some of the more popular sizes or like triple up or whatever. So this one's pretty sparse because it has been worked through. It's not as sparse as it could be, but this was my fall build your own board. So like as you can see, like the gap between the 3 and the 4. And then there's a huge gap at the bottom here that I definitely could spread these out and fill them in a little bit more. So that's also something to think about just because these are so easy. So I may do like a spring build your own board and then like a regular one because I do have another one of these boards. So the plan for today is mainly to pick colors and start doing some like plain colored ones, because I do think people like this one more because of all like of my color palette. I did a lot of plain colored ones, whereas in this one people did not like as much because they're all designed differently. There's hardly any plain colored ones in there, but with this one there are a lot of plain colored ones, and people were a lot more likely to pick like sets they really loved. I'll pop up a couple pictures of ones that people did at the market for this one, and they were amazing. Anyway, it's a lot to think about. So a couple things that I really need to do. I need to pick out a color palette, and I need to take all of these off and make sets, like pre-sized sets, and then sell them at a discount, either on Facebook or I don't know what I'm saying, or at my next markets, depending on really what's easier. So there are quite a few sets that can be still made out of these, I think. I just have to do it. So this isn't a very good angle here, guys, but this is what I have for all of my color options. I have quite a few. I kind of want to stick to D&D just because I know I can find D&D really easily at my local nail store. Some of the other colors I can't find as easily. So let's go ahead and empty this fall build your own board, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so change of plans. I've been making these cards. They're super cute. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway for these because I'm worried I'm not going to be able to get rid of them and I really don't want to throw them away. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly post these on Facebook, and then it'll be like custom handpicked by me. You can request certain colors, but I'm going to pick them and you only have to pay shipping. So I'm going to post these, so I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I just posted those on my Instagram and Facebook story. I'm sure if people actually check my Facebook story, they'll go pretty fast because they typically do free stuff on Facebook, like flies out the door. Anyway, so I'm going to keep these made up for now. Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to tear them apart. I'm going to tear those apart. I'm going to put them back on the board, and then I'm going to set this board aside, and then we're going to pick spring colors because it's time to pick them. And we all know I don't need more colors, so we're going to pick from what I have. So let's go ahead and go do that. Okay guys, we're back. I have filled this board, put everything back up on it. I posted on Facebook, I put it on my Instagram and Facebook stories. So we're good to go there. Next is colors. Now I don't know exactly what colors I want. I do know that I want to stick with like a pink, green, blue, yellow vibe, kind of, you know, like very springy. I want to do some pretty simple designs, some very girly designs. So these are all my D&D color swatches. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot, guys. I know it's a lot. So I do want to do some glitter. I do want to do some pinks. So I do have these three. I kind of want to do like a baby pink, like this one. I don't do a lot of work with baby pink, but this one is really pretty. That's a really hot pink. This is also a pretty pink, but I do think I want to do this one. So let me pull it down. Is this one? Okay, now I spotted a green I wanted to do. It's this sage green by D&D. It's called Groove and Sage. It's 1001. Can't really see it very well, but it's this like really pretty like sage green. I love this and I think it's going to pair really nicely with the pink. Next, I do want another pink. I think I want like a darker pink. So I'm going to compare these. I don't know which one I like better. I do kind of like it with this one because this is just like a darker one. It looks really nice with this 684. So this one's sparkly, but it doesn't say that on the bottle. But this is pink tulle. It is this sparkly pink here. I do need a blue. I think I want to do a light blue, maybe like this. Ooh, this baby blue is really pretty. This baby blue is really pretty. 528. This is 528 Blue Island. Might want to do like a teal, maybe. I don't know. See, this aqua blue is kind of pretty too, but I don't know if I'm feeling that one or not. So we also have this blue, which could go well with this, like as a sparkly offset. I think I also use this in my winter one, so that's something to consider. I do have a couple yellows. So I do want a yellow. That's not yellow, Sarah. So these are the two yellows that I have. This is a very bright yellow. This is a very like faint pastel-y yellow. And I think I want to stick with the pastels. So this comes from their Diva collection. This is Banana Cream 085. So I think I'll do that one. I do like to stick to around somewhere between like 4 to 6 colors. So right now we're at 5. I'm thinking either maybe another green or a blue, because we do have 2 pinks, yellow, and a green and a blue. So none of these are like screaming at me yet. So I don't know. If you guys see another color that you think I should use, or like have another color that you think I should use, let me know. Let's really quickly take a look here at my Hang Cat Eye stuff. This is another sage green. I don't know. I can't remember which one I liked better. I think they're literally almost the exact same color. Like literally almost the exact same. This one's a little darker. I actually like this one a little bit better. I have to find it. Where did I put it? Oh. So I think we're gonna do this one instead of the D&D. I really do like their Groove and Sage, but it's more of like a Christmassy one. I feel like this is more of a Christmassy sage, if that means, I don't know if that's a thing, but I feel like this is more of a Christmassy sage, and this one's more of like a spring sage. So we're gonna put this one back for now. I feel like this one's a little thicker too, which would be nicer for art. So, and I know I can find it again. So, For like clear base coats for like fringe tips, I'm still waiting. I want to try a not polish one, but I have to find it because the nail store, my local nail supply store, only ordered 1 box of each. So I'm waiting on them to restock so I can get more of that, because I really did like their Solo, but this one's just a little dark for me almost. These are the colors I'm gonna go with. I'm very excited. I'm gonna write this down, and then we're gonna go from there and see if I had any responses for my fall stuff.
Okay, so this is where my microphone cut off because it was not turned on. So the next clips are going to be a voiceover and me guessing what I was saying. Also, please excuse my voice. I have been sick for multiple days at this point, and I was just getting ready to edit this video and get it out when I remembered I still had to do a voiceover. So I'm switching my laundry around, and I'm going to go ahead and prep the chicken marinade. We're doing like a yogurt marinade. You'll see that here in a second. Also, look how satisfying that like lint peel was. Anyway, so we're going to do the chicken marinade. I've had some leftover yogurt from when my mom and I made muffins a couple days prior to this. So I'm going to use the rest of that for a chicken marinade I've never tried. So I'm just pulling out a small bowl, and then I'm using organic chicken thighs from Costco. So I'm just going to leave these at like full size. I'm not going to cut them up yet. So I'm just throwing these into a bowl. This is the yogurt and the lemon juice I'm using. That when I did eat yogurt all of the time, this was one of my favorite yogurts because it was dairy free. I don't really eat yogurt anymore, but we had used this for cooking, so I figured I would use as much of it as I could before it went bad. So I'm just going to measure with my heart. We're going to do a few spoonfuls of this yogurt. I'm not really going off of the recipe. That's probably why I forgot to put the oil in this marinade as well, but we're just going to pretend that didn't happen, I guess. And then I'm just going to do like a splash of lemon juice. And then I'm going to take all 4 of these seasonings and just kind of measure with my heart on these as well. So now I'm just going to mix this up with my hands because I figured that would be the easiest way. I'm also just going to cover it and put it in the fridge. Don't worry, I washed my hands in between this, but we're going to let this sit in the fridge for a few hours. So honestly, I have no clue what I'm saying in this video, but I would assume I'm talking about doing one of the fall sets. So my cousin wanted a set, and I already had pictures of her hands from when I was testing out this method quite a while ago. So she helped me test out a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and build her a set based off of those measurements because they are pretty accurate. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Let's go ahead and make this set for my cousin. So the set is done. I'm actually throwing in a free prep and application kit because these are the old ones and I'm phasing these out. So I'm just trying to clear them out so I can have my new ones in the spring. Anyway, the set turned out really cute. It's pretty simple, but unfortunately there weren't a lot of like fun options for her nail sizes. So, and I did go ahead, and she has really, really small nails, and the photos that she sent me a long time ago weren't the greatest. So I did try and like compare and get her sizes from like from the other brands. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and start my springboard, I think. I know it's going to take me a while to do, but my work's pretty consistent now, so I think I can go ahead and get this started. I do have this box that I've used for quite a while. These sizes are inaccurate, but that's fine. I will just use the sizes that I have. I only do have 11 sizes now. I can either order refill boxes or I can pick them up in the nail supply store, so I'm not too worried about running out of them. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start that. I'm probably gonna set up about at least four trays of nails in like the biggest sizes and get some of these like solid color done. Let's go. All right, so I am taking a break from my nails. I did do the base coat and then the first coat of color on those. The colors are looking stunning, by the way. I kind of want to put like a pastel purple in it. We'll see. So we're going to work on food because I'm hungry and my husband is kind of hungry as well, and it's going to take me a while to make this. So I will, you know what? I'll take you guys with me. Let's make some food. Okay, I'm going to preheat the oven first. Okay, while the oven's preheating, I'm going to prep my sweet potatoes and my chicken. So I'm going to set you guys down here. I know the chicken won't take quite as long, but I'm going to go ahead and stick it in there because I'm not 100% sure how long it's going to take. So next I'm going to blanch these, but I'm going to wait because that process only takes like 10 or 15 minutes to do the whole thing. So I am going to wait to blanch them. So I will see you guys back probably as soon as the chicken's about to be done, because then the sweet potatoes should only have a few more minutes left anyway. So I will see you guys then. Okay, I'm gonna start on the asparagus. So I'm going to get a pot of water boiling and then make an ice bath. So let's do that. Once they start to turn like a really bright green like that, just dump them straight into the ice bath. And we're gonna start on the sauce for this. When this heats up, we're going to throw all the asparagus in there, coat them in another thing of oil, and then season them and mix them together. Some asparagus, get a little bit of that crispy seasoning on there as well. A little bit of the sauce of the chicken. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me just like prep stuff for the market and the cooking segment. My vlogs always have a little bit of like non-nail stuff thrown in. It's always like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!